What's up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in, and in today's video we're going to be talking about a $45,000 wholesale deal I recently did in Phoenix, Arizona. This was an awesome wholesale deal and there was a couple of road bumps along the process, so there's a lot of good information in this video for you to learn from, so make sure you stick around to the end. Also, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down below, hit the red button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and impact more lives, so I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. Other than that, let's get right into the video. That's right, today we're going to be talking about a $45,000 wholesale deal I recently did in Arizona. This was an awesome deal. It was pretty easy, but there was a couple of road bumps. First off, what marketing strategy did we get this deal from? We got this deal from cold calling marketing. Cold calling marketing is my #1 favorite marketing strategy. You know why? It's rudimentary. It goes back to the basics. Getting people on the phone, how is it not going to work, right? And also, think about this. Cold calling is so amazing because every other marketing channel, direct mail, bandit signs, billboards, TV commercials, all of those marketing channels, what are they leading to? They're leading to the phone. So why not just start there? That is why I like cold calling marketing so much. The cold callers that I use are from thecallgenius.com, and I also use the data from Cold Realty Resource. There's a link in the description for both of these resources. So once I pull data of 15 years plus residents, meaning homeowners that have lived in their property for 15 years or more, I pull that data from Cold Realty Resource, then I put it into my dialer that I get from Ready Mode. There's a link in the description for that as well. Then I hire the cold callers from thecallgenius.com. They call on that dialer, they call that list, and they find me motivated sellers that are interested in a cash offer for their property. That is how you do cold calling marketing, and that's what I did in order to find this deal. So those cold callers started calling the list. They're calling the list, finding people that said they would be interested in a cash offer. They then go ahead and they pass those people through to my office here in Scottsdale, Arizona, to my sales reps. They pass that lead of a motivated seller into our CRM, our client relationship management system. We use Podio for that. And then my sales reps, my acquisition managers, start calling those leads and trying to lock up deals. So we started following up with these leads that we were getting, and we started talking to these different sellers, and we found this one lady that really wanted to sell her property. She inherited the property because her dad passed away. And she needed to sell the property because she wasn't able to upkeep the property and she didn't want to have to pay for the property taxes. The property was completely free and clear though. It was paid off, therefore it was all equity, all profit. She had no debt on the asset. Therefore, she would be able to sell it and make a profit. And when there's a seller like this where they have no debt, the property's free and clear, they don't have a mortgage, there's a lot more room to negotiate because it's all profit basically for them. Because a lot of times if they have a high mortgage amount, we're not going to be able to make them an offer that pays off the mortgage and puts enough money in their pocket that's appealing. So it's always amazing to work with homeowners that have a property free and clear where they don't owe anything. So this property was pretty clean. It wasn't in bad shape. It was just super outdated. So it was pretty much going to need everything, like full updates, but we weren't going to have to do tons and tons of cleanup and a bunch of different things and worry about things being wrong with the property because it was in great shape, like pride of ownership. The property was taken care of very well. It just hadn't been updated in over like 10 or 15 years. Therefore, it really needed a bunch of new things. New countertops, paint the cabinets or replace them, new flooring, paint, all that. So pretty much a good full gut remodel. But it's always good, even if the property is fully outdated, to be getting a property that is in good shape. Because your buyer, when you go to sell the deal, is going to be able to see, hey, that homeowner took care of this property, and that buyer is going to be way less worried about certain things being wrong with that asset that could cause them a problem. Compared to a property that's, dirty and messed up, right? Even though they both need a full remodel, it's a way safer investment for a property that had pride of ownership where the owner took care of it. So now that we have been talking to the seller and we found out why she wanted to sell the property, why she was motivated, and now we just found out the condition of the property, the next thing we needed to talk about was numbers. It's always so important to ask the seller if they have an asking price or a price in mind that they want for their property. We always try at least 3 times to pull out the motivated seller's asking price before we give an offer. Remember, in any negotiation, the first person to say a number often loses, so it's important to try to get them to say what they want before you give them an offer. Unfortunately, this seller really didn't have an idea of what she wanted, But because she was being honest about that she didn't really know what she wanted, it worked in our favor where we were able to negotiate pretty well. We ran our numbers using my offer calculator. If you haven't checked out my offer calculator, it's available at jacobblank.com/shop. It does all the calculations for you, so that way you can get the most accurate offer. So first, we looked up the property on PropStream and we found the after repair value, the ARV. If you don't know what PropStream is, it's an all-in-one real estate investor tool. It can help you do marketing, pull lists, all of that, and it helps you comp properties to figure out what they're worth. There's a link for a 7-day free trial in the description for PropStream. I highly recommend you go get that 7-day free trial. But we used PropStream to find the ARV. Once we had the ARV, we plugged that into my offer calculator that's available at jacobblank.com/shop, and it minused out all the costs, and it gave us our MAO, our maximum allowed offer. And it told us our MAO was going to be $332,000, but we wanted to get a bigger deal, right? MAOs, that's a maximum allowed offer. If we go lower than that, we're going to have a bigger assignment fee. So we tried to lock up the deal at a much lower price. So at our MAO, it looked like we were going to make a $15,000 assignment fee, but we wanted to try to get a big deal here. So we started by offering $300,000. When we offered $300,000, the seller wasn't opposed to it, but she did want a little bit more money. So we negotiated up a little bit and we were able to agree on $302,000 with the seller. It wasn't a hard bargain. She was easy to negotiate with and easy to come to a deal on. Now that we had her agree to $302,000, we sent over the purchase contract and she signed on the dotted line. And now we needed to get pictures of the property. And like I said, she inherited the property, so there was actually already a lockbox on the property with a key. So she told us to come by and take pictures, and that is exactly what we did. We took our pictures and now we had what we needed to market the deal to cash buyers. We prepared an email blast out to our cash buyers list and we sent out all the information to them. We started by asking $350,000 for the property. I have an amazing cash buyers list with a lot of VIP buyers that are really easy to work with and pay top dollar. If you want me and my team to help you sell a deal, make sure to go ahead and submit that deal at jacobblank.com/dispo and we'll help you out. And after a couple days of waiting for offers to come in, I got an offer at $345,000. Now, I always recommend that you try to push that buyer higher, so I tried to get them at full price because they were so close to my full asking price. I was like, can you just do $350? They said no, and I said, could you meet me in the middle at $347? And they said yeah. And I sent over the assignment contract to them and they signed on the dotted line. I got them to deposit $5,000 non-refundable earnest money to title, and now we had the deal all lined up. But we did run into one road bump. Because the seller inherited the property, she needed certain paperwork and she was having trouble finding it. And this held up the escrow process, and we actually were late for closing by a week. The closing got delayed by a week. Fortunately, the buyer was okay with this and the seller understood because, it was kind of her fault, but we were still able to push this along and get the deal closed. Ultimately, on the day of closing, the buyer signed closing docs, seller signed closing docs, buyer wired money to title, and the deal closed. It recorded with the county around noon. Boom, deal done. $45,000 assignment fee done in Phoenix, Arizona. What an amazing deal. I'm doing 10 to 15 of these deals every single month, producing over $150,000 a month in revenue every single month. If you want to learn from me, if you like the way that I teach, and you want to learn from me how to get your first deal and then from there on scale to producing over $100,000 a month profit, make sure you check out reiscalers.com. There's a link in the description for this as well. It's my Learn How to Wholesale program where I teach you step by step everything you need to know to get that first deal and then build a 7-figure real estate business. So make sure to check out reiscalers.com. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to go down below, hit the like button, also hit the red button, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and impact more lives, so I'd really appreciate it if you do so. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.